Now then, where are we? Heading to the train station on a lovely, glorious day. I'm heading back to Blackpool. Today, apparently, is what is known as a king tide. It's one of the highest tides, possibly of the year. So I'm going to go and do some more long exposure photography. Also on my last trip it was a little bit windy, so quite a few of my shots were ruined by my tripod moving in the wind. But an advantage to my last trip was the clouds were really dirty, if you know what I mean. But today, just plain blue skies, so it won't be as dramatic in that effect, unless there's some clouds in Blackpool. But here, as you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky.
British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Right, I am sat in the shadow of the South Pier at Blackpool. Just done a long exposure, and I'm going to go under the pier now and do one under there. But to be honest, it's a bit bland today, the weather, and too flat. The light's too flat. The sky, there's no character in the sky or the sea. So what I'm going to do is going to finish off under that pier and go and get some fish and chips. Right, I've got a few, I think they're decent shots under here. There's a tower down there. I'm going to head back that way now and get some refreshments. A few beers, some food, and wait for tonight. But all that could change if you have a few beers and decide against it and go home. It'll be a long day. Well, I don't know, 12:30, 1:15. A few hours to kill yet before it goes dark around about 6 o'clock, 6:30. It's a long day. Right, let's head off. It's not a bad day, to be honest. I was out yesterday with Pike, so I am feeling a little bit lethargic today. I don't know how many pints we had quite a lot. Here's a clip of me and Pike in the old pub. So yeah, I've struggled a little bit today to motivate myself. I'm doing alright for an old lad. I'm going to have a wander around, see if I can have a look round the pleasure beach. If it's open, it might not be open now. Should be though, there's a few people about. Apparently now, you can't wander around in the pleasure beach and just watch. You've got to pay to get in just to watch. Even if you don't go on a ride, you've got to pay. So say you're a grandparent and you're not going to go on any rides, and you take your grandkids or whatever, you've still got to pay for you to go in. Do you know what I mean? Greed, isn't it? It's all about money. Greed, greed, greed. There's a water park there. Went in there years ago. I won't go in now with this belly. Let's go and inquire how much it is to get ripped off by. So I've got into this part, but to get into the main park, I think you've got to pay. I'm going to ask him how much it is, but I'm not paying to go in there. Right, I just inquired, the guy in there was alright. £50 for a full ticket, whether you go on a ride or not. Unbelievable. I don't know why it's like that, because you can't sneak onto a ride or anything, because you have your wristband and they'll zap it, won't they, at the entrance to each ride. can't see the point in that. I cannot, because even if you're going and you're not going to go on a ride, you might buy an ice cream, a candy floss, a few souvenirs or whatever, play on the slot machines if you've got them in there. Wacky, it's wacky. Decided I'm not hanging around for the illuminations. It's only 1:15. Too long. I'll come back another time, set off from Lancaster around about 4 or 5 o'clock and spend a few hours when it's dark. I still might have a beer or two, but I'm on my own, so it's not as good. But I thought of a little video I'm going to make in the future. I don't know who with, maybe Mr. Carter or Cliff Pike or somebody else. Can you get sloshed on £30? Something like that. Just going all the backstreet boozers around Blackpool and see what you can get. How many beers you can get for maybe 30 quid, 40 quid, something like that. Because if you go along the prom, you might be looking at £4, £4.50 a pint. But maybe in the back, maybe a lot cheaper. But I've asked a few people as I've walked past a few bars. Probably the average pint of lager, £3.50 to £4. Fish and chips, in one restaurant scene, £8. Well, I've just one street back off the promenade. A little bit run down, although a few of these little side streets going this way have got some nice little guest houses on. I'll show you what I mean. Well, it's warm now. So there's a prom and a little side street with plenty of guest houses. So again, promenade, plenty of guest houses. Blackpool Football Club in the distance. Let's go and have a look. They used to be in the Premier League a few years ago. So to be fair, all these guest houses, bed and breakfast, they're all in good condition, all nice and clean and tidy. The last time I stayed in Blackpool, bed and breakfast, came with the football team. There was a few incidents, but I won't mention anything about that. And I think it was around about £15 to £17 a night per person for bed and breakfast. I dread to think how much it'll be now. Right, this is a third road back, and it's dropped down a notch or two, if you know what I mean. But we'll give it a fair review. So here's Blackpool Football Ground, Bloomfield Road. I've no idea what that is. No idea. To be fair, it looks alright. I can remember coming here a long time ago. It was all terracing, a few seats. It was a bit ropey then. And they had a big cop behind the goal, uncovered. And been a few times with City in the past. Yeah, a little bit ropey. Obviously City had more supporters in Blackpool, but a bigger club. And that was before the oil money. Statue of Jimmy Anfield there. I used to like him, he used to be on the radio. Nice man, nice personality. Yeah, so that's what it is, it's a hotel. A good way to make extra money for the seasiders. Say, they are all the hotel rooms. Here's a map of the stadium. Blackpool's only free play arcade. Anyone know what all these different coloured numbers and writing are? What does it all mean? What does it all mean? Anybody know? Nice little mural here. Stay funny. In memory of Jordan Banks. In 9 short years, he showed us how to live a whole life. Anyone know what happened to that little lad? So Blackpool is quite a large place, to be honest. That's where I'm heading, towards the tower. And there in the distance is a football club. So far I have walked 6.44 miles, which is around about 14,700 steps. Now my left ankle is starting to ache and my legs feel heavy and tired. It's now 5 to 2. Can I stick it out until it goes dark? I need some food and a drink. That could be a reason I'm feeling a bit willowy. Is that a word? Wispish. Is that another word? Who knows? Is that seagull going to get on the coach? No. He's away. Donna's Dream House on K Street. If you look at the sign, someone's put an O in front of it. Oh, K Street. Typical British humour. Now, can I get through here or not? I had to squeeze through that little gap to get out. No exit anywhere. What a funny system that is. Anyway, I don't know. The world famous Coral Island. Don't people tell lies? Right, I said I was going to get something to eat, and I have. I'm not paying £8 or £9.99 for fish and chips, when you can spend £3 at Poundland for a £3 meal deal. Chicken and mayo, Yazoo chocolate drink, and 10 chicken satay skewers. Barely filled for £3. I'm not tight, I'm just careful. I'm just hungry. Food, to me, as you all know, is a chore. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. What I've noticed at Blackpool is it takes a hell of a long time for the tide to go out. You can see on the steps where the tide was, and that was near enough 2 hours ago. It's quite deep, isn't it, when you look at them steps? And it's still not showing the beach yet. It's receded 12 steps and it's still not reached the sand yet.